fault. Hello, hello. Merry Christmas. Hello, hello. How's it going, everyone? Good morning. I just woke up and I was like, I'm gonna record the next episode. But my neighbors have the idea that they can play music at top volume all the time in the morning. So I don't feel like that's fair to record. So I was like, why don't I do an impromptu live? Hello Tony, hello Hamilton, hello MS Santana. Good morning or good afternoon. I don't know where you guys are. Thank you. I enjoy making the videos. It's fun. Yesterday's was not as fun. It was a frustrating one, but I'm here. I got my coffee. I got my cup. It's a small cup. It's good. How are you guys doing this fine morning? I'm gonna be playing some Family Feud. Hello, Aaron. I love game shows. The game shows are one of my favorite things. When I was a kid growing up, I really enjoy playing Family Feud. I enjoy playing and seeing Family Feud, Price is Right, Wheel of Fortune, all those kind of games. I love those. So when they made the video game version of them, I was like, hey. And now we can play together. If you guys know the answer, just shout them out and I'll type it in. Name something you have to watch out for while it's snow skiing. I'm gonna guess, I never skied before. So, but I know, I will say a tree. You have to look up for a tree while snow skiing. That's number one. Nice. I went to Big Bear last week, so I kind of know. Hello, Anna. Oh, Belgium. Is Belgium known for the chocolate? Happy holidays to you. I think that's what Belgium is known for, right?
This family's going to play. What do you think?
Alright, if you guys know something that you have to watch out for while snow skiing, I'm gonna say another, or like a cliff.
So what does the survey say?
Hello, Denise. Hey, a cliff was right.
Do you have an answer for us?
Alright, I'm gonna say avalanche. That's what Hamilton say.
Is your answer there?
Hey, number 3. Nice job, Hamilton. Nice.
Give us your answer, please.
Alright, what else? Another skier. And a skier.
Let's see if it's up there.
Hey, other skiers. Let's go. I spelled it wrong, but it was okay. Let me catch up with chat. Yesterday's video on Jurels as the witness in the Brooks trial was heartbreaking. Thank goodness he... Yeah, I still don't get... I still don't get it. Rocks. Okay, we're gonna say rocks.
Show us the answer.
Okay, rocks was not right, Tony, but I think it was a good guess.
What's your answer?
Ice. Yeah, why not? I'm gonna say ice.
Is it up there?
Nope. What else will you need to look out for while you're snow skiing? Like a building? I'm gonna say a building. Maybe you are at the end of the thing? No. Alright. Alright. That was a tough one. I never been snow skiing, so I wouldn't know what to expect. You guys want to see Rory? Rory is here. Come here, Rory. What are you doing? What are you doing?
No, you didn't steal, so the other family keeps the point.
Here she is.
What else was there on the board? Number
The end of the trail. That's bears. What? Well, I guess mountains. Why would you look for a mountain? My headphone. There you go. Alright, we still won, I think.
It's time for a face-off. Name another word for little.
Small?
Top 5 answers are on the board. Your answer?
Small?
Survey says it's there.
Hey, number 1.
You have control, as it's this family's turn to play. Good luck. What's your answer?
What else is Edie? Edie? Tiny? Tiny.
Is it there?
Hey, Aaron says tiny too. Hello, Phyllis. Good morning.
Your answer?
Her name is Rory. She's, if anyone knows where the nickname Rory comes from, you guys are one of my own. I watched that series many times.
Let's hope it's there. Good answer.
Mini is good, nice. Who said Mini first? Santana says Mini. I'm gonna go with Micro now.
Is your answer there?
Micro is too small.
Sorry,
It's like
what we're looking for.
way too small.
Your answer?
We. Denise say we.
Was that a good answer?
That was not right.
Now you've got two
Another word for little. Small, tiny, mini. I kind of want to say Edie. Puny? Puny? I can say. Did I already say puny? I'll say puny. It's not right.
Sorry, that's 3 strikes.
So what are you guys doing this morning?
This is your chance to
Like, I just woke up.
an answer.
I wanted to record, but I got some technical difficulties on that. So I'm gonna record a little bit later.
For the steal. You got it.
Petite. They say miniature. That's kind of like mini, no?
What else was there on the board? Number 5.
Hello, Tammy. Petite. Oh, Hamilton was right. I was thinking Edie.
Start the third round, where points count for double. All right. Let's
Cleaning, yeah.
face-off.
I cleaned all yesterday.
Might buy
Name something a person might buy with their to go with their what? Oh, so they got a swimming pool. Hello, Bama Green Eyes. How was the what do you call it? The ferry, the boat ride, the tour. I don't remember. I remember you said you were going to go in a cruise, right? How was that? To go with the swimming pool, I guess pool toys? The thing? No?
Sorry, no. Trying to get
I should have said a swimsuit.
what's on the board. What does
Yeah, I was thinking a raft. What? How big is your pool?
no?
I'm gonna say a swimsuit. I think you will get a swimsuit.
How about that answer?
Merry Christmas, everyone. Hey, California. I live right. I'm here in Tijuana. I live right below you. I was in Big Bear last week, so I was in California. Alright, bathing suit was number 1. Hamilton is on the ball. What else would you get? Patio furniture? I don't know. I don't know. Noodle. Let's try noodle. I see a lot of people saying noodle.
What does the survey
Nah.
Sorry. Correct answer.
If I had a swimming pool, what would I buy to go with it? A slide. Yeah. What? I would love to have a slide to just go into the pool. Oh, what is the thing? The thing where you jump off. Now they already said raft and they were wrong. I said pool toys and that was wrong. Air float? I'm gonna say a float. Maybe a float is right. Diving board, yeah. A float.
Show us the answer.
No. It's a hard one. I don't have a pool. I never had a pool, so I don't know what goes with it.
Your family's answer to steal the points. What's your answer? Is it
They say a pump. Alright. I guess. I don't know.
so the other
Alright, let's see what the other... this is always fun. Always seeing what the other people said about this one. A floaters? I don't say that. I say float. A beach ball? That's a pool toy. Chlorine? A ladder? And a diving... I was thinking diving board. I even said it.
Let's jump into the fourth round, where points are triple. Let's face off.
By the way, how is the stream looking? Is it choppy? Is it good? Am I freezing? I don't do lives a lot, so... But I had work off today, so... How do you guys see the stream? I'm just... Let me know. Oh! I clicked too fast. Merry Christmas, Lori. Name as Stu Bennett. Disco Stu. I don't know. I'm gonna say car.
Is your answer there?
Oh, I was right.
Answer better.
Away a student, like I should have said bus. Skateboard. That's a way. Well, apparently not, but that's a way to get to school.
Feel like playing?
All right, let's say bus now.
Going to play. Your answer?
Bus.
How about that answer?
Yeah,
It's up there.
they go round and round. Yeah, I still have my
Answer for us?
my Christmas sweater. It's a Disney. I love Disney. Walking is a good answer.
Is your answer there?
Bike. Bike is also a good one. An Uber. No, this is from 2010. So I don't think Uber was that popular. I'll say bicycle. Bike.
Is it there?
Yeah, we sweep them. Nice. All right, Bama. Have a good one. Thank you for stopping by and saying hi.
You'll answer
All right,
fine, sir.
let's do fast money.
If you win 200 points or more total,
Let's see if we can win this.
$20,000. Besides a
Hello, Bob Keaton.
something people sleep.
Besides the mountain some people sleep on, the couch.
Name a country that's known for its cuisine.
Mexico. Mexico. Let's go. Hello, Allegra. Texas. I know a lot of people from Texas.
Zero.
Give me another for zero. Nil.
Name something people always have to cut.
Name people some nails.
Name something an adult might take lessons to learn how to do.
Cooking. Cooking lessons.
For your first
All right. Let's see how we do on the first one. I'm gonna take your answers for the other ones. Okay.
This was your second answer. Survey says. Third answer. Survey says. For your fourth
Oh, zero for nail. I guess I'm too British. Nails got 4? Hello, Kim. Good morning. She's right here. I have a couch on the back, and she's just chilling there. Alright. Someone said sleeping bag, so I'm gonna go sleeping bag. The country, someone said Italy, so we're gonna go Italy. Another word for 0. I need help with that one. And I think piano is a good one. Let's see if I can move the camera so you guys can see her. There she is. She's destroying a blanket. Oh. Floor? Nada. Alright, nada. That's Spanish for nothing. Name something people saw. Something that. Grass. Someone say grass for this. Neil was 0. I tried Neil. And piano. Alright, let's see if we get over 200 with those. I think those are good answers. I think you guys are gonna get more than me. Sleeping bag was 3. Italy, 34. Nice. Nada, 16. Grass, 20. I don't think we're gonna make it. It was 5 for piano. That's really low. That's fine. We still won. That's just a bonus. $600. That's pretty good. Alright, let's go with family number 2. Four miles. That's a lot of walking. That's respect for you. Alright, let's do another round.
It's time for the face-off. Name a famous Douglas.
Michael Douglas.
We surveyed one
That's the kind of. I think that's the only Douglas that I know.
on the board.
But yeah, Michael
An answer for us?
Douglas.
What does the survey say?
No, I live in Tijuana. So it's Baja California.
Play or pass the survey.
Play.
All right, folks, let's play the music. What's your answer?
Douglas Adams. I think that I don't know who that is, but I have that on my mind.
Oh, sorry, that isn't
I don't know any Douglas.
your answer.
Hello, Rendat. Rendaat. Hello, Ren. Good morning. I don't know another Douglas. Kirk? Someone say Kirk. Hey, that's in there. I have no idea who is. Gabby Douglas. I'll go for it. Frederick. Frederick. Hey, Frederick is in there. I don't know who these people are, but Buster Douglas. Nope. It's been recently warm here in Milwaukee. High 40s again. Good walking weather. Been delayed tested. Jack Douglas. Oh, I typed it wrong. I'm sorry. Douglas MacArthur. That sounds like an important name. Duke of Douglas. Wow, I don't know what that is. Oh, I didn't know. That's good to know. Let's see who else was under. McDonnell Douglas. Douglas Fairbanks. Yeah, Michael Douglas was number 1. Douglas MacArthur and Doug Douglas. I only know Michael Douglas. That's pretty much it. Name something people enjoy doing under at 3. Well, sleeping. I'm down to sleep at the park. Sleep. Yeah, that's number 2. That's not that bad. The other thing that I would think of is swing. Swing under like a little in a swing. Daydreaming. Whoa, that's kind of like sleeping. Oh, reading. That's a good one. Reading. Hey, number 3. Pretty good. I'm gonna say swing. I think swing is a good one. Hey, he was on there. Eating. Let's say eating. That's kind of like picnic too. Nah.
Your answer isn't there. What's your answer?
Yoga? Yoga? Sitting? Just sitting there? Sitting. Sit.
Let's hope it's there.
Hey, sit was number 5. Let's go. That's kind of like resting.
Let's hear
What's number 1? Name something people enjoy doing under at 3. Like carving their name? Meditating. I'm gonna say something like I wanna say yoga. That was not.
You have 2 strikes so far, another wrong answer, and you'll give the other family.
Making out. That's the second person that I see say kissing, so I'm gonna say kiss.
How about that answer?
It was not on there.
Oh no! Too many strikes. Let's see if the other family can steal. This is your chance to steal.
Alright, let's see if they steal from us.
Isn't on the board. What do you think?
Picking their nose?
No.
Right. I'm really curious to know what's number 1.
What were the other answers? Number 1 was.
Picnic. You guys said a lot, but I said eating. I'm sorry. Relaxing.
What's number 6?
Laying down. Oh, a lot of those are similar.
Points count as double in this third round. It's time for the face-off. Besides a car, name
Besides a car, name something with wheels that's kept in a garage. A bike? Bike. Yeah, I don't have a garage, but I do. I've seen it in movies. They store that there. Oh no! All right, let's play it. Yeah, motorcycle is also a good one. Motorcycle. Rory, you're gonna get the mic. Okay, thank you. He gets tangled on my headphones sometimes. A mower. I'll say mower.
Let's see if it's up there.
Nice. Lawnmower. A skateboard. A skateboard goes more into your room, but I'm gonna say. I'll say skateboard. Why not? Skateboard. Nah.
Oh, sorry, that isn't one of them. Give us your answer.
Snowblower. That's a little specific for this one. Something with wheels. Other than a car. Like the little People say wheelbarrow, so I'll say wheelbarrow. Hey, what's on there? I don't even know what that is. What is that? Wheelbarrow. Oh, that's what it is. Okay. That's way different than what we call it. We did it. We won. All right, triple points. Let's go. Tell me how many glasses of water a day. It shouldn't be like 8. I don't think I drink bottles. I don't drink. I just fill a bottle and I'm gonna say 8. Yeah, that's the recommended one, right? Today is I'm gonna release the next Brooks video today. I was just waiting for my neighbors to stop playing music next to me, so I don't want that polluting the audio of the video. But you can expect to see another one today. All right, people say 5. I'll go 5.
Let's hear what does the survey say? It's there.
All right, 5 was under. People say 6. I'm gonna say 6.
Let's see if it's up there. It's there.
All right, 6 is under. Someone said 3. 3 is a little low. I think that's...
How about that?
Hello, Jesse, by the way. Oh, 3 was under. Good answer. Aaron says 4.
What do you think? Is it there?
4 was not under, unfortunately.
What do you think?
People say 1. I'll say 1. Will you ever do a Brooks live stream? Yes, I'm down to that. I'm not opposed to that.
Family will be getting
I don't know. What would you like? What would you guys would like to see Brooks live about? 10 was under. Good answer, Kim. 4, 3, 2, 2.
survey says
Hey, we swept the board. Name numbers. We did it.
round is yours. Time to play for some fast money.
Yeah, actually, my first ever Brooks video was a 5-hour live that you guys can see on the playlist. But what would you guys would like to that live to be? I mean, you guys want me to do like a day in a live, or you guys want me to do certain parts on a live? I mean, I'm down to anything.
Survey question.
We can do it right now if you want to.
100 points.
I'm not opposed to that.
You win $20,000. Name something a prom queen might save as a memento.
The tiara,
Name something that might annoy a
the
gardener.
interview, the COVID test. Yeah. Garner Wheats.
If people don't know a waitress's real name, tell me another name they might call her by.
Another name, Miss? Lady? Lady.
If a man's wife did everything for him, name something in his house he'd have trouble using if they got divorced.
The washing machine.
Name something that your neighbor has that you're jealous of.
Car.
For your first answer, survey says that was the top
Hey,
answer.
tiara was 56.
This was your second answer. Survey says third answer.
19.
Survey says for your fourth
Lady was 3. I'm glad that I got some points.
for your fifth and final
27
survey says that was the
and
top
37.
answer for this
All right, we're close. Now I'm gonna take your answers.
add up the top
People say flowers for
queen might save as a memento.
the memento.
Name something
Then
that might annoy a
let's
gardener.
Something that might annoy a gardener. Like a dog? I can say a dog. Corsage. Something that might annoy a gardener. Alright, miss. We're gonna say miss on the thing. We're gonna pass on this one. Then we're gonna go miss.
Tell me if a man's wife did everything for him, name something in his house he'd have trouble using if they got divorced.
Oven? We already said we smell. It was 19. Insects. What else? I mean, I live alone, so everything that I know how to use everything. I can do an iron, I can do an oven, I can do the washing machine, the dryer. I don't know. That's why I'm struggling. I don't know what I will not know what to use. Oven. All right, we'll say oven.
Name something that your neighbor has that you're
Something that you guys are jealous of your neighbor. Is house? I think house is a good answer. Oven. We say oven. Everything. Hey, everything could be a good answer today. We already say car. Car was a good answer, but we already said car. Hello, Goldie42. Welcome. Welcome everyone. Nothing, I'm content. I'm gonna say house. Yeah, house is a good answer. And the other one will say insects. Bees. Alright, let's see if we made it over 200. Alright, 10 for flowers. 31 for insects. That was a good answer, Bob Keating. Thank you for that. Miss got 50. Oof, nice. We did it. Oven got 27. And house 0. People are not jealous of other people's house. That's good, I guess. We did it. We got $20,000. Nice. All right. So you guys wanna do a Brooks? Buenos días. Feliz Navidad. You guys wanna do a Brooks thing? I'm down to do a stream right now. So let me just set that up. I'm gonna put a little bit of an overlay. Hello, Gene. Gene? I think it's Gene. What? How do I put an overlay? You know what? I'm just gonna put our members over here. Oh, that's the other one. There we go. Now let me just set this up. Window. All right, let's do that. So let's do a quick, can I do a poll? Yeah, I can do a poll. So we're gonna do the interview. What should we stream about? I'm gonna do interview. COVID test. Give me a few give me a few more things where you guys can give me a few more options so you guys can vote on them. I got the C19. 50-minute. I already did the 50-minute run, but we can watch it together as well. I will put it there. it has to be something that we haven't seen, something that we already had seen before. I'm not gonna go to the sentencing or all that yet. I wanna cover that. I wanna give my reaction on video, so that wouldn't be one. So anything from the past 12 days. Hello, Carrie. Thank you for watching the videos. Merry Christmas. First interview. First interview with Erica. All right, we're gonna go with those four, and we can do more. It doesn't. I don't have like a time limit on this. I'm free all morning, so you guys can vote. The last witness is gonna come out on video later today. So, oh, the opening statement is also a good one. Hello, Nancy. I don't think I'll say hello yet. Yeah, the sock opening is good. We can watch that later. All right, so the COVID test is winning right now. I'm gonna give it a few more, like one more minute. Hello, Nancy. Hello, Jesse. Merry Christmas, Jason. All right, so I guess we're gonna watch the COVID test video first, and then we're gonna go into the interview. All right, sounds good, everyone. Any particular channel, any particular video that you guys want to see with the COVID test? All right, Tony, have a good walk. Have a good day. All right, Rory, I need you to go to your couch, please. There you go. Uh, hello. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you guys for watching. That's one of the most feeling experiences that I got. That you guys reading your comments, well, having conversations with you in the comments. I know that that I've been really busy lately, but thank you guys for sticking with me. Do you guys got anything for Christmas? Brooks, COVID. Well, I guess the results are one thing. You can watch this one.
So I'm not arguing with you,
I
sir.
know. I
One
just
bit.
want you to know that
When he first comes to court, bent over, claiming he got tested. I think this is the one that we have to see. I think this is the one. Hello, Julie. Merry Christmas, or if you don't do Christmas, Happy Monday. All right. So let me. You guys, I think that's the volume. 13 years is a really good it's really good age for a dog. Yeah, she's starting to get a little bit whitish. Ah. Good morning, Nicole. Merry Christmas. She always likes to hug me and stay like that. Look at it. Look at the little paw. Put it. I go up, and then she goes here. Wait, wait. Hello, Donna. Good morning. Feliz Navidad. Ah. No. No. Ah. You get tangled in the cords. Oh, I'm sorry, Bob. Kidding. All right. Stay here. You can stay here, but just stay there. Okay. All right. Let's start. Tell me, guys, if the volume is okay.
I'm not arguing with you either, but I was right in the middle of finishing what I was saying.
So I need to stop you for a minute, Mr. Brooks,
I don't
because
consent to that, Your Honor, because
you don't have to consent.
I
But
don't
here we go.
consent or agree to being cut off right when I'm trying
All right,
to
I'm just
provide
going
the
to talk
court with
over him for a
information.
minute.
I don't know about the
I do
subreddit.
not have any other information regarding the COVID-19 protocol, meaning anything specific about you, Mr. Brooks, other than what was put in the inmate communication, which reads, due to just learning I'm on COVID-19 protocol, I respectfully ask for all proceedings to be adjourned at this time, which is why I asked you if there was any other information you wanted to provide me as I consider your request, because the jail has not provided me with any specific information regarding the reason you were placed on protocol, whether you were exposed, whether you are showing symptoms. They cannot provide me with that information absent you giving them permission by signing an applicable authorization to do that. Without that, I have to rely upon you to provide that information to me if you so choose.
That is incorrect because
I always love this. He tells Judge Doro that she's incorrect. Like, this is a judge. She's been doing this for at least, what, 20 years? More? And you're telling her something is incorrect. No.
just yesterday you were trying to obtain the witness list that was in my cell. You had no problem whatsoever.
No, because it's a witness list. It doesn't have anything to do with your health. That's a privacy issue. Your witness list is not a privacy issue. Hello, Janie. Merry Christmas. Love your commentary. Make it enjoyable to watch this person. Thank you. Thank you so much for watching. That's really nice of you to say. Thank you for watching.
Having the JA come down here to have me verify that they...
My puppy's name is Rory. She's 4 years old. See, she's still a baby.
can go in my cell and search for that. So I find it very hard to believe that you can't consult with jail staff for them to tell you what is going on in my situation, where they know that I've just been seen by a nurse that placed me on this protocol for having a loss of taste, fatigue, and I have to wait.
And I love that. Hello, Sophie. Hello, how are you? This guy's trying to delay, and they offer a test to do. Yeah, later the jail administrator officer said that he was offered one and he didn't took it.
For the results of my test, and until then, I am on a protocol which restricts me to my cell. That is very easy information to obtain, and I find it very hard that Your Honor cannot obtain
Merry Christmas,
that
Ginger Snap.
information,
Merry Christmas, Ginger Snap. Welcome. Hello.
but can obtain a way to communicate with jail staff when there's a witness list involved.
Hey, thank you.
We're talking about
Hello,
someone's
Essence of
health
Coils.
that can affect
Good morning.
not just you, but anybody else, not just officers, but also inmates. We're talking about health and we're talking about safety. That has a lot of merit. And frankly, Your Honor, I'm afraid. I'm fully vaccinated, and
I'm afraid I'm fully vaccinated. You're vaccinated. Your odds of feeling bad are really low. Merry Christmas.
I've never had COVID. I don't know what I'm looking at here. I don't. I'm. That was the last thing
Merry
I
Christmas,
was
Amanda.
hoping I would be told today.
Hello, Rolande.
So
Merry
I'm
Christmas.
afraid right now.
Yeah, she's here.
I'm not feeling well. I don't know what's going on with myself. That's the reason why I put in the sick call slip initially. I had been telling officers for days that I hadn't been feeling well, but I didn't know what it was. But I felt that I had to put in the sick call slip because I was not able to taste anything. That is the reason why I was seen by nurses. That is the reason why the COVID test was administered, and that's why I'm on the
Hey, thank you
protocol
for
as we
subbing.
speak.
Are you
Thank you,
willing
thank
to
you.
discuss with me what tests were done? Again, I cannot obtain that
I don't.
information
I'm
on
not.
my own.
I'm not a nurse, Your Honor. I don't know the name of the test. I don't. Like I said, I've never had this
Let me
happen.
clarify that. That was a pretty ambiguous question. So, you
I am not
reported
married.
symptoms.
No.
As that's what you're telling me, right?
Correct.
And you're saying some tests were done.
I mean, that it's obvious. I mean, why can't it be verified with the nurse?
I have to verify it with you. The nurse will not provide me with this information.
But the jail can because they control the movement. They control all inmate movement. I can't just go from my cell to a HSU.
Of course not.
Movement is not the issue at the
It's,
moment.
it's not, but I'm saying, how can I tell you, how can I answer what you're asking me? It doesn't make sense.
Being
we
a-
all understand that the jail,
Being a nurse involves training, involves education, involves studying. It's not something that's his forte.
itself controls the movement of the inmates. That's common sense, Your Honor.
I'm not here to talk
I
about
can't- I
inmate
can't
movement
just-
at the
I can't
moment.
just
What I'm
walk to
asking
the
you is,
HSU.
do you believe you were tested for COVID?
I obviously was tested for COVID. I would not be on the protocol if I was not.
Do you know
The
what
nurses-
type of test? Was it an
No,
oral
I'm not.
swab, a nasal swab?
It was a nasal swab.
No rings.
All right. Do you know when the results of that test will be back?
From my understanding, Friday. That's what I was told by the doctors. I would have to be at least on this protocol until the results come back, which
Were you-
he said the earliest would be Friday.
Were you offered a rapid test?
They said they do not do the rapid test.
So you weren't offered a rapid test?
They said they don't do them.
If
Again,
one can
I
be-
hate how he dodges the question. It's like she's asking a very specific question. It's a yes or no question, and she's like, you offer a rapid test, and she's like, they say they don't do that. I don't know who told him that. I don't know. Let me. I just have to fix one thing of the stream. 68 6800. Alright, sorry. Christmas books will never answer yes or no question. Yeah, it's very frustrating. And
obtain? Are you willing to submit to a rapid test?
I'm not willing to submit to anything right now until we take care of the issues that's at hand. I mean, I've already been placed on the protocol. Frankly, I'm very afraid right now because I
you don't seem very afraid.
don't know what's going on. This is new to me. Like I said, I'm fully vaccinated, Your Honor. I've been fully vaccinated since 2021.
Oh.
And so for this to just be sprung on me now to say this could possibly be a COVID thing, I've had people close to me that have passed away from COVID. I'm afraid as hell, Your Honor.
I doubt that. When she say people close to me, I think it's like a celebrity that passed away.
That's the reason why I submitted the ICF for the adjournment. I was thinking at least until I can get the results, at bare minimum.
All
I
right,
don't
Tony,
think
have
I'm
a good
asking
walk.
something that's
Sir,
impossible for
if
your
I
honor
can
to
make
grant.
arrangements,
My puppy's name is Rory. She's a great puppy.
to have a rapid test brought to you and administered, are you willing to submit to that test?
Not at this time.
Why not?
That's why I feel so. Why would you not? If you are really afraid, why would you not take a rapid test? Why not? It will tell you right away if you are infected. And he's like, nah, not at this time.
Not at this time.
Why not?
Why can't I get the results for the test I already took?
But you're telling me you're scared?
Because you're trying to delay.
You're
Yes,
fearful?
I am.
But you don't
very.
want to take a test that might
I
tell you today?
I took the test that he
I am not in California. I am in Baja California. It's the state in Mexico that's below California. I live in Tijuana.
gave me. If
And you're
he
telling me
felt-
that test result won't be available to you until at least Friday.
At least Friday, that's what I was
So
told.
tomorrow.
I was told that I would be
Sorry,
placed
day
on this
after.
protocol until the results came back. The earliest that the results would be back would be Friday.
So that sounds like, to me, I think that's what they call a PCR test.
I have no idea, Your Honor. I
Okay.
have no idea what it's called. Like
Let
I
me
said,
ask
I've
you-
never had COVID.
Hey,
I don't.
hey, Amanda. There you go. You're the first person that recognized that it's from Gilmore Girls. But at least that has told me that it's from that. I love that show. I've seen that show from start to finish like 4 times. I love it.
Know the test.
Kudos to
names.
Amanda.
I don't know what they call them.
I'm generally familiar with some of the testing for COVID. There are tests that can be what we call rapid tests, or what are called rapid tests, that are available. And then there's these other tests which take a few days. Again, I'm not a scientist, but I think the general belief would be sometimes the rapid tests are accurate, sometimes they're not. Sometimes people test negative when they're really positive. It just kind of depends on the circumstances. But it's my understanding a positive test would be pretty accurate. And then there's other tests that take a few days for the results to come back. It really depends on the lab that's being utilized, etc. I'm asking you once again, if a rapid test can be obtained, are you willing to take a rapid test?
How would that be obtained? How would it be obtained?
I would
was
work
told,
with-
I can only go by what was told to me, because when I was brought in there and they told me that they had to test me for COVID, I was immediately like, what do you mean you have to even test me for this? What is this about?
Well,
I had
didn't
a
you
lieutenant.
report symptoms to them?
Excuse me, Your Honor. I had a lieutenant
Hello, Flagra.
and 2 officers present when I was asking all these questions. Why do I need, what's going on with this? Why is this? Why is this? Why is
Nope.
that? Because I didn't understand. Immediately in my head, I started to get afraid when they said they had to even test for COVID.
Well, were you reporting being sick and symptoms prior to them asking you to test?
Yes, I've told multiple officers. I didn't know what it was at first because it started with fatigue, with me feeling very fatigued. And I said, man, I don't know if it's just me being tired, or that's what I initially thought it was. Maybe I'm just a little exhausted. But I said, no, anybody knows their body. I said, this got to be something more, because I'm really, I don't even have an appetite. Then when I'm trying to eat, I can't taste anything. That's what said, okay, now I need to put the medical sick
When did
card
you
slip in.
report these symptoms to the medical people, or to even just a correctional officer?
A few days ago. Over the weekend is when I started to notice the fatigue. So I was telling officers, man, I don't feel good. I don't know if it's just I'm tired. Usually I don't just jump the gun and say something's wrong, because it could be anything. So
When did you report the loss of taste?
And something that I haven't commented in any of the videos is that I don't like how his tattoos look so random. It looks like it looks like he fell asleep and someone drew all over him. Like, I don't know. I don't have any tattoos, so I don't know why the placement or how you define a placement for a tattoo. But I don't like that he has one here, he has one here, and there's hands here.
Reported the loss of taste last night.
And was it after that that they told you they wanted to test you?
No, they didn't tell me till this morning that they wanted to test me.
What other symptoms are you reporting at this time?
That was it so far, just the fatigue.
Now I'm out of coffee. Did I get another cup of coffee? After the
And the
video.
loss of taste.
After the video.
Which is the reason why I was told that I had to take the test.
Hello, Keosha. Keosha? I hope I'm saying your name right.
Which I was told at that time also that the earliest my results would be back would be Friday.
The thing is, I would love to wear suits to work, but my job is not to. My job doesn't lean itself to having suits. You know, if I go to work, I have to get have to wear denim pants and long sleeves and glasses. It's just not convenient to work with that.
And you said at this point you're not willing to take a rapid test.
Well, they said this is the test that they do. The nurse was very clear when he was telling me, when he told me how the test, because like I said, there was a lieutenant and 2 officers right there
Hey, Hamilton.
while the whole thing was going on.
Thank you for the $5 tip. It was a tip? Was it? Yeah, thank you. Thank you for that. Thank you, Hamilton, for the tip. It really means a lot. I think I can display that. Maybe not. But yeah, thank you so much for that. It's like I said, and I always stress this, and I don't like bringing money into this. Like, everything helps to improve. But thank you guys for supporting, for that extra support.
I understand all of that. I have a very specific question to
I
you,
was
sir.
asking them questions, and he specifically told me that this jail, this is the test
Hello, Michelle. Merry Christmas.
that they do. They do not do rapid tests. I
They
didn't even
do
ask
them.
about the test because I know nothing about the test. This is what I was told. And after he told me that, I said, okay, fine, just do the test.
Yes, just sign up by the to the monthly membership. Thank you, Hamilton. I really appreciate that.
And I'll just sit on the protocol, because at first when he told me, you're going to have to be on a protocol where you're isolated. I said, okay, fine, just do the test. I'd rather you do the test and make sure that I'm healthy than
Hey,
to just
Kasha.
refuse the
Thank you so much for the super chat. I thank you so much.
test and just say, I'll just wait to see if I get better or something like that. So I said, yeah, just go ahead. And that's what I was informed. Friday would be the earliest that I would get the results back, and I would be placed on a protocol which is called isolation, where I'm not allowed out of my cell.
Anything else, sir, you think I need to know about this issue as I
He
consider
looks
you
so
a-
small.
Now, at this time, I'm just telling you what I know. Multiple officers were there. They can
Hello,
tell you the same
Rosado.
thing that I'm telling you now. Like I said, a Lieutenant Chamberlain was there. 2 officers were
Hello,
there.
Mark.
Any objection
Happy
if
holidays.
I talk to any of them to confirm what you're saying?
Absolutely not.
Any objection if I need to ask the jail administrator about, or anyone else at the jail about the protocols and what's available for testing?
Absolutely not.
Given any information about whether anyone else in the facility is experiencing COVID right now?
I wouldn't know that. I wouldn't know who. I'm in the mental health medical pod as it is. I'm
So no information's been provided to you that there's like either a lockdown or some type of a restriction due to any like concern over COVID at this time?
I would never have that information because, like I said, I'm limited in the pod that I'm in. I have no interaction with any other inmates, and my interaction with staff is pretty limited.
All right, thank you. I appreciate that additional information. I know, sir, what I've provided to you is generally the for employees. I fully recognize that the jail may have different protocols just because of it being in a correctional facility, and inmates are, of course, or can be very close to one another. And so I don't want to presume that this is exactly what they follow.
I think he writes with his right hand, right?
And so I'd like for them to tell me what their protocols are as I consider
Unless the
this
camera's
request.
mirrored?
At the moment, I told you this earlier, you're not within 6 feet of anyone else in this courtroom. And I believe that provides ample protection for the other people in this courtroom as I consider this request. You've provided information to the court. You've been able to tell me the symptoms that you are reporting, your understanding of the protocols. And despite you...
well, anything new? Yes. Hello, Dryet. Good, happy Christmas. What else? I'm gonna leave it to you guys to like suggest things that you guys wanted to do. Next. There's a lot of trials that I want to cover, and yeah, we're gonna do new stuff. Hello, Cassandra. Merry Christmas.
Fatigue. I know. I don't know if you're standing or sitting on the chair. I can't quite tell. It appears like you're standing, but maybe leaning over the table.
I got a knee on the chair.
Oh, knee on the chair. Okay, but you've been able to very clearly, coherently make your position known to the court at this time, and I appreciate that. Let me ask.
All right. What else do you guys want to see? Do you guys want to see? I think the other thing was the interview, right? Darrell Brooks interview. I seen the Young Thug. I don't know what it is yet. I think, but the interview is gonna take hours. You guys want to see the police interview? Because I don't think I'm gonna be able to finish that one. Merry Christmas, Annie. Hey, hello, RW. Yeah, day 15 and 16 are coming. I'm not gonna cover in this stream. I'm not gonna cover anything that I haven't covered. The music video, I'm gonna do a special video about. I have some ideas for that one. Don't wait for that one. I like that one. Sarah Boone. I'm gonna cover Sarah Boone. Yeah. Daniel Ryder. Daniel Ryder is fun. Closing arguments. We are not doing closing arguments after I do them on video. Where am I from? I'm from Mexico. All right. We're gonna do the interview. The Crime Circus interview is the best one. Crime Circus? I think that's the best edit for the interview. Yeah, this one.
That's what's more. That's.
But we're not gonna do all of it.
When she's drinking. So that.
Okay, we're just gonna do a few.
Anybody, I haven't been able to make one call, get any Tylenol from us. I haven't slept.
Sorry about that. Tylenol, that can just be
All right,
their,
I'm gonna
their
leave you.
procedure and protocol or whatever. So.
Be right back in a second.
Yeah. All right.
How's you okay?
No.
No!
It hurts bad.
Your shoulder?
Bad. Bad, bad.
Well, it's gonna be sore, man. But
Yeah.
at least you know nothing's broken, right?
Yeah.
That's good.
So they say.
Well,
Some
they know what
definitely
they're
might
doing
be
up
torn, though.
They know what they're doing up there. Did you sleep okay?
No.
Sleep all right? Better than if you had a bunch of other people around you, though?
Better than that, but no. My shoulder hurts too bad right now.
Sure. They got you some McDonald's, I see.
Yeah, I couldn't really eat it, man.
What'd they get you?
Fish sandwich.
What'd they get you for breakfast?
Some type of little sandwich. I didn't even eat it, though.
Okay. All right, what'd you eat last night?
Nothing.
Nothing? I know they got you something, didn't
I
they?
mean, some from Quick Trips and chips and stuff. I didn't even eat it.
Okay.
I know you said you hadn't eaten since like Saturday, so.
Yeah.
Okay.
I
Feeling what?
tried to, but
Just kind of because you're unsure of what was happening.
unsure, the pain. I don't
Yeah.
know. I'm like, what in the hell?
But you got something in your system now, so that you're not so.
Just a little bit. Yeah.
Okay.
Good.
I'm glad. That's something. I know the shoulder's struggling.
Bad.
Shoulders worse than the knees, though.
Absolutely. I know something is wrong. I know something is wrong.
I just need to verify some more of the personal information. Can you bear with me and do that, Darrell? Do you mind that? Some of the,
I just want to know what is going
I'm
on.
gonna tell you.
But
I got more to tell you than I did last night, so that might help you out. It took me a while.
Merry Christmas, Laura.
It's, your girl's crazy, right?
I think he will call Erica to try to get her to recant his statement. Her statement. What was I gonna say? Please, someone remind me in 5 minutes to check on my water because I don't have a coffee maker, so I have to heat up some water and then put the coffee in. So 5 minutes, someone please. If I don't recall, someone remind me.
Yeah. So we'll get to that. But can you spell your first name again for me?
DARR.
I don't know why someone would like eat a fish sandwich from a fast food place. Ugh.
ELL. So y'all talk to her?
Yeah, we'll
I did not, but
yeah.
someone did. Darrell, what's your middle
That
name?
girl is a nutcase. That's my daughter's mama though. I love her.
Gotcha.
I love her to death, man.
We all got somebody.
Hello, Carmen.
What's your middle name, Darrell?
Merry
Edward.
Christmas.
Edward.
Yeah. I'm getting
Brooks?
I'm sorry, man. It hurts so bad. I'm getting teary eyed.
It hurts so bad I'm getting teary-eyed. This is a 40-year-old man. Man it up. Walk it off.
Seriously, I know something is wrong.
Brooks, right?
Yes, sir.
Junior?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
What's your date of birth, Darrell?
2/21/82.
So you're 39.
Yes, sir.
Remind me, what's your home address? 40...
4014 North 19th Street.
Okay.
And then I had to, because that light doesn't go off in there or even dim, so I was trying to like.
Didn't even dim.
Oh,
It
what?
didn't even dim.
What kind of coffee is that? I'm trying to get into coffee. I want to get an espresso machine, but those are kind of pricey, so I'm still thinking about it. But yeah, I love coffee. I love drinking coffee.
So usually my comfortable side to sleep on is my left side where my shoulder. So when I turned over, I was just like, oh my God. They came in there and was like, are you okay? I was like, no.
Yeah, you married, Darrell?
No.
No? Okay.
Supposedly supposed to be.
What's your phone number again?
414.
What do you mean you're supposed to be married? With who?
Mm-hmm.
Shit. 339 5677.
Well, what's the 610 number you gave me last night?
That is my direct number.
What's your direct number?
610-2153. Sorry.
610-2...
2153.
2153. That's your direct.
Yes, sir.
You're not married. What's your girlfriend's name?
Erica Patterson.
What's your girlfriend's name? Erica Patterson. Remember? And then when he is in trial and Carpenter says that his girlfriend is Erica Patterson, he objects and says that is not his girlfriend. Keurig. How pricey is a Keurig machine?
And she's your baby mama?
Yes.
How many total kids do you have?
Because the sad thing is that I live in Mexico, so I make around $3 an hour. So it's kind of, I have to decide what I want to buy before.
I have 3.
3 kids?
Yes.
And you were born, was it Milwaukee?
Detroit.
Detroit.
Yes.
So born in Detroit, live in Milwaukee.
Yes, sir.
Last grade you completed, what was that again?
12th.
And are you
12th
working
grade.
right now?
No, not currently.
How long have you been out of work?
Let's see, when did I
109 is a little bit much for me.
from Milwaukee? Just a few months.
Anything to do with the pandemic? That's been hitting
Yeah,
so hard.
that's the
Money.
reason why. Yeah,
Oh, thank you, Carmen.
it made me smooth off.
Okay.
I got stuff lined up though, so
Yeah, what, like what?
I'm probably gonna go back. I was working at a sheet metal place,
Mm-hmm.
so I'm probably gonna go back there.
Okay.
That was ideal.
They do like the stamping or?
We do. I guess they like steam and paint the metal pieces and then like ship them out like car metal parts.
This is what you guys, I didn't remember this, but you guys are saying that this job description that he's doing is the same one as Eminem in the 8 Mile movie.
Machinery parts, like car frames,
Oh, okay.
all different types. All I really do is just a lot of heavy lifting because they have the trucks come in, you unload the trucks, and then we just hang the metal pieces on the little machine thing that comes around. They take them, the pieces go through like this little steamer type machine thing, and then they paint it, and then they come back around, and we just take them off the hook and just put them in the box, load them up, put them back on the truck. It was 4 on, 3
gotta go
off,
check
so
my
that was
water.
more ideal because
That's a great schedule.
I mostly have my children the back half of the week.
Sure.
But since all this, I've been having them every day. So it's like
How old are your kids?
my son is grown. My oldest daughter is 14, and my youngest daughter is 7.
You said your oldest son's grown. How old is he?
He's 18.
They all live with you then in Milwaukee?
Well, my
Just
son
one
does.
more minute.
Your son doesn't?
My
It's
son
still
does.
not boiling.
Okay. All right. That's not,
It's bubbling, but it's not boiling yet.
Eric is not his mama, is she?
No.
Okay. Who's she mama to?
Arsenaway, my daughter, my oldest
Okay.
daughter. Yeah.
All right.
Arsenaway.
So, okay, so you have 3 kids. All right. So, look, Darrell, I haven't talked to Erica personally. I know. So part of what happened last night is she was just being strange, you know.
Which she is because she
said
drinks.
She's a nut. You said she's
She
a nut.
drinks.
You said she drinks.
When she does that,
She drinks. He got in her case because he had 1 Mike's Hard Lemonade. That's not even alcohol.
So we got a report about
I mean, it is,
an
but it's
altercation
not.
between the 2 of you. Okay. All right. But they couldn't find her for hours. That's part of the reason I didn't know anything for hours. You kept asking, right?
that's what it was.
So they couldn't find her for hours, and I had to kind of stick with and hang out with you, and then I'm just guys are looking for.
Oh, Kosha, I do go and get some stuff out of in San Diego. I go to Las Americas Premium Outlets. That's where, like right now in Black Friday and stuff, there's cheap stuff. So I do go there. That's where I get this. I got this sweater from the Disney store at there. It was like 40% off.
Finally, they find her and they talk to her, and seems to me, based on their conversation, where they're at, she could be a little out there. We don't know how women can be, right? Have you ever been married?
No.
3 baby mamas or 2?
3.
3? Are they all whacked? Or just one?
No, my son's mama is, like, she's from out this way. She's from New Berlin. Grew up in New Berlin out here. Sweetheart.
Okay.
Works, takes care of home, sweetheart. And her second son is autistic, so she's really, really, really
He allegedly got slammed down while they were arresting him, and they and he injured his shoulder. Allegedly, but we can see in the police video that never happens.
Hands-on mom, no issues with her at all. Erica is the only one that I have problems with. Even my youngest daughter's mom works, comes home. We don't fight. We don't argue. We co-parent. I have my daughter most of the time, and she's okay with it. Erica, she's a sweetheart until she gets that alcohol.
The alcohol's the problem.
Then you all type of bitch ass niggas, and I have somebody touch you, and I'm gonna keep my daughter away from you, and I'm gonna make sure you never see her again, and you talk to bitches every time your phone ring. I'll hit you upside your head with this pen. Even my mom doesn't even like her around when she's drinking.
So that's that's kind of where I'm going with it. I've never been with anyone that is as bad as what you're saying right there, but I think he can attest to it. We've all been.
Dan probably looked like he been through it with some chicks, man.
We know some of the crazy things they'll say sometimes, but again, and this is to give you more clarity. And like I told you last night, every now and then you can see it's just the two of us. There's no one else here, so it's just I know there were some other people last night that had you uncomfortable. That's gone. That's all gone. I explained why that was going on. You know us. We're not going to do nothing to you, right? Trustworthy. You can be comfortable with us. We're in this room. It's just the two of us, just the three of us. So we can, I feel like, talk in a more open way and a more comfortable way where there's not anything around that you feel is strange. Right?
Merry Christmas. I'm gonna catch up with chat. Move shoulder. Thank you for the. I like my sweater. Thank you, Sophie. Merry Christmas, Stella from Greece. I would love to go to Greece someday. Merry Christmas, Donovan. Does anybody know what friends sound like their rules? They are walk name. Be patient. Yes, my ex. Co-parent is absolute joke. Thank goodness and grossness. He co-parents. He never co-parents for anyone. Mad Boy Fly moment. Lightly. Hamilton Beach. Oh, I'll check out. I think I heard of Hamilton Beach.
But the reality is right now, Darrell, I don't know Erica. I know you described her. I didn't speak to her. I didn't know her. I've been doing this a long time, and I know some of the domestic claims they'll make. So again, I'd like to sit down and try to chat with you and learn a little bit more about you and Erica and what makes her tick, both when she's on and when, more particular, she's off, and get an idea of what's going on. And what I consider this conversation, Darrell, is more information sharing. I'm not going to sit here and be a total jerk and say,
Merry Christmas, Ann Jacobs.
To me and sit here and say nothing. I got some ideas on kind of what she said, but that's all we got. And I don't know how accurate what she said might really be. And that's why I want to give you an opportunity, if she's off the fucking wall, and I need to know it, to give you a chance to tell me. Like I said, just the two of us in here now.
Definitely.
You know what I'm saying?
She needs to be on some type of medication there.
Sure.
And she knows this from the past. Like, I've been dealing with her for 16 years, so this isn't just...
Yeah, I don't think we can get the calls because apparently, someone commented this, I don't know if it's true, but apparently they cannot come out because they discuss... I don't know, there was a thing that they say that they cannot release the calls yet.
Shit got this man through it a lot. Man,
I don't know, Amanda. What would you like us to see? I'm down to go. We're not gonna watch the whole interview. That's too long. But if you guys have something else that you guys want to see, I'll do it. Just put it shout it out.
Knowing her for 16 years.
Gotcha.
Going through this with her.
Merry Christmas, Bernard.
So
this isn't the first time. She's even told my mom I'm gonna get this. Even in the past, I'm gonna get him locked up. Okay. And then she'll tell my mom, "Oh, he didn't really do that. I was just mad and I was drunk." And my mom was like, "You know he got that baby at home. Why would you do that?
Right.
And that's the kind of information that,
And then,
My mom wanted to go upside her head because she was like, dude.
so, and that's what we're looking to uncover if we can, Darrell. Now, like I told you
Hello, Fee. I'm doing good. Merry Christmas.
last night at the hospital, because we're not like on your living room couch.
You heard that pop?
Little bit.
Erica
Because we're not on the living room couch.
I don't think so.
Just relax, you'll be all right. You're not.
It just hurts like right up in there. I don't know if it's a muscle.
I've had shoulder injuries
doing
too,
this.
and they're tough. They're one that's aggravating. So
It just keeps doing this.
Yep, I hear you. So I gotta read you the sheet again. Can I do that?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So like I say, we're still the same three guys that were chatting all night long yesterday, and it's just because we're in this building.
Yeah, we can do this. I love this Cholton cross examination. We can do that one. Yeah, because this is too long. All right, we're gonna go Cholton.
Describe the action of the officer.
You guys want to do just the cross, or you want to start with the stage?
On the stand. Go ahead.
Thank you. Can we actually zoom in on the bottom left corner of this map? You mentioned the
that's good
Wisconsin
coffee.
house. Can you describe for us where that is?
The Wisconsin house is actually this building right here that
I checked the Nicholas Kirby SO record, and I think he did. It doesn't really specify what he did, but just being in as SO is enough for me. That I don't like it.
is tan. It's the farthest.
No, I still got. This is like an unofficial one. It's like a bootleg Rubik's cube. I like it though. I don't need it to be Rubik's. It works the same. I got for Christmas I got a pair of shoes. So I like tennis. I like sneakers. So that was a great gift.
Building right before.
So you guys want to go straight to
I guess
cross?
on the left portion.
You just put a little dot there.
That should be the Wisconsin house. To be just moments after that first picture we just were shown.
Does this appear to be a screenshot?
I got the water. Thank you. I already got coffee here. Thank you, Aaron.
From the video in Exhibit 57?
Yes, it does.
Is this an accurate depiction of how the vehicle and the driver looked to you that day?
Yes.
Move Exhibit 169 into evidence.
I think it starts
Some
here.
radio calls about a possible altercation at Frame Park.
That is correct.
Do you recall what the initial report of that was?
My recollection of that was that there was a call for service. It was either a domestic or some sort of physical altercation along the riverfront in Frame Park, and that there was a male with armed with a knife, and that he was fleeing from the area.
So it was reported it was a possible knife involved and there was a male running from the scene?
That is correct.
Hey, Merry Christmas, David.
And were you ever given any further information about the male with the knife that was running from the scene?
No.
Any information that the male with a knife running from the scene was in a vehicle at any time?
No.
Do you know if any investigation was done looking
Hello,
into
Tina.
that supposed fight at the park?
Yes.
And what did you learn?
I did not learn anything of it. I just know that squads were responding there to investigate it. I was not updated on their findings or what they had investigated.
And I just want to take this opportunity. If you guys haven't done so, if you could help me with a like to the video, so we can help the algorithm do its thing. So if you guys could do that, I will really appreciate it.
know that they were dispatched there for that investigation.
Do you recall if there was ever a knife recovered or a suspect recovered in that supposed incident?
Do you mean like how much later do I know? Like what I know now?
At any time,
At any time. I hate when he does that. He's like, please tell me a specific moment. And he's like, at any time. That doesn't help.
do you know if there was a suspect?
Thank you, Carmen.
I guess I would say apprehended or anything that was found with a knife, to your knowledge?
To my knowledge, I do not know if the suspect from that incident, which was you, was located with a knife.
When you say you, what do you mean?
You, Daryl
Here we go.
Brooks.
You.
I know you were the suspect in that incident, and I know you were taken into custody approximately 30 to 40 minutes later. I do not know if you were armed when you were taken into custody.
I'll let the record reflect that I do not identify by that name, nor do...
I think, like right here, he has the top button it, but I think that's just a mistake. He forgot to button the other one. It's not because he intended to do that.
I know any individual by that name. I'm here in third party.
The record's noted, although the jury will disregard the comments, they are
keep
not
saying-
evidence in this case. Next question, please.
At the time, you said, did you respond to that incident at the park?
No.
So how can you know who was involved with it if you didn't respond yourself?
Because you stated at any time this investigation took a long time to complete, and from this investigation we determined that you were the suspect in that investigation.
You determined that?
I did not, no.
Okay.
Hello, Diana Walker. Welcome.
So basically, you just going off what you were told, because
Yes.
you just stated that you didn't.
I hate this notion of this guy, that if you don't see anything with your own eyes, that means it doesn't happen. Like, an officer told him. What more do you need?
Make any determination, nor did you investigate it. Would that be fair to say?
That's correct.
As far as Darrell Brooks knows, he wasn't even born. He didn't see himself be born, so how can he be sure that his mom is Dawn Woods?
You also gave, and when you were asked the question of, were there any other officers along the route, or I don't know if that was referring to side exits or anything of that nature, but I recall you stating that you gave an estimate, stating that you weren't sure where other officers were stationed, but you gave an approximate estimate. Would that be fair to say?
That is correct.
Yeah, Sophie, did you remember? Do you see me shave my head? No. Then how can you be sure that I shave my head?
And would that have been officers stationed at different cross streets?
That is correct.
Do you know if those cross streets were barricaded?
I know that there were barricades across numerous intersections for the parade route. That's how we shut down traffic in the downtown area for parades.
So pretty much every side street is barricaded.
I can't give you specifics on what streets were barricaded, but yes, the vast majority of streets are barricaded to stop traffic for the parade route.
Can you pull up Exhibit 1 and publish?
The state would please do that. Thank you.
Hello, Christine. You're almost done with the second viewing of the trial. Sustain, Your Honor.
Does the jury have it yet?
Yes.
Can you see? Well, I know you can. Can you see the red lines on this map that we're looking at?
Yes.
And what do those red lines constitute?
Barricades.
So would it be fair to say that there's a red line at every cross street that we can see on this map?
No. No, that is not true. Like he's saying, is it true that there's a barricade in every cross street that we see in this map? That is not true. See, this is a cross street, this is a cross street, this is a cross street. There's no red lines there. So what the question that you're asking is not the correct ones. The correct one that you should be asking. So no.
That would be
Do you mean along the parade route or
start
the entire map?
along the parade route, starting at East Main Street. There's a red mark. Oh, I didn't mean to put that arrow. Can we clear that? I was trying to put like a little dot. Starting there's a red line there. There's 2 at Buckley.
Hold on, and just so the record is clear, he put a mark at near the intersection of East Main and White Rock Avenue. So from that location to where?
There's 2 at Buckley.
Well, hold on, you're
Oh, yes.
testifying now. You gotta ask
I remember what do you remember if you recall?
the question. So the juror will disregard that
Are
statement.
there 2 at Buckley?
Yes.
Is there one at Martin Street?
Yes.
Is there one at is there 2 at Barstow Street?
Yes.
One at Gaspar,
Yes.
one at North Grand, and one at West Broadway.
Yes, all of those. We get it.
There's 2 up.
To where it says North Grand,
Yes, all of those.
Clinton Street. Can you that one? At West, much Berry Rock and East Main to West Main and
Merry Christmas.
West those streets.
Yes.
Yes, all of those.
Do you know if there were officers stationed at those barricades?
Yes, this map shows, it appears where everyone was for their assignments that day.
So would it be fair to say if someone wanted to exit the parade route, they would essentially be blocked in by the officers and barricades?
This is another argument that I hate. He's like, because there's a plastic barricade in the street, that means like there's a force field. There's a 10-meter wall that is 10 meters deep, and you cannot get out of it. And even though he did it at the end of the parade.
No.
Hello, Sheer.
There are
Merry
barricades
Christmas.
at these streets we can see. Would that be fair to say?
No.
So it's not fair to say that there's barricades at these streets?
It's fair to say that there's barricades at the streets.
So essentially, if someone was leaving the parade route, can they just go right through the barricades?
Yes.
Based on the previous videos that we just were shown.
Not based on the previous videos.
Merry Christmas, Wonder
If
Wheels.
someone was leaving the parade route, can they just go down these streets that are barricaded?
Yes. Yes, they can.
Can they just drive right out of there?
Yes.
Yes, the video
How
showed that.
How when it's barricaded?
How?
As the video were shown
We're not
earlier,
referring
the
to-
vehicle
we're
went
not
right through the
referring to-
Hold on,
barricade.
you asked the question, you have to let him answer that he's giving you the reason. You asked him how. He's explaining it.
Thank
There's
you.
plenty of ways to get off the parade route. You can stop after being given lawful orders by officers, and they could have directed you off the parade route in a safe manner. You could have stopped the vehicle at any point, or you could have driven through plastic barricades like you did at Northwest Avenue, where I was located. So
And
yes, you
you
can drive
refer to
through
as
plastic
who?
barricades.
Do you
You.
refer to as who?
Daryl Brooks, you, the person that's talking.
Do you? And how did you come to the conclusion of that name, as you stated that you couldn't see past
Hello.
this building here, which you said is the Wisconsin House? Would that be fair to say?
You just
That's
saw
a
Rory.
compound
Rory's
question,
here.
so you need to rephrase that, sir.
You stated clear this right there.
Please?
He's right here.
Is that a please?
Oh, you got a new puppy? What kind of puppy is?
Circle and arrow right here. That's
Thank you, Madam Clerk.
you stated that from where you were positioned that you couldn't see around that building. Did you say that?
Yes, I did.
So it would be fair to say you also couldn't see what was happening along the parade route on Main Street. Would that be fair to say?
That is correct.
So it would be also fair to say that everything that you knew up until that point came over the radio and
Gee,
you
what was
didn't
our
have
gift?
first-hand knowledge.
That is correct.
Ah, yes. Rory is one of the most spoiled dogs that you'll ever know. She has her own house. She has her couch. She has her everything. She basically owns the house. I just live here with her. Where do I live? I live in Tijuana, Mexico. There you go.
You also stated that after a few minutes of hearing these, I guess, radio reports, you said after a few minutes, you noticed something was going on. Do you recall from the reports how long this vehicle traveled along the parade route? An estimate of the time that it traveled down the parade route?
I do not know how long the vehicle was on the parade route for. If I had to estimate, I would estimate approximately 1 to 2.5 minutes. 2 minutes, maybe.
Would you say that it's fair to say that that's relatively a short amount of time?
I would agree with that.
So what do you mean by after a few minutes you noticed something was going on?
Because after a few minutes, what I meant by that was the initial call for service at the boat launch, or for that domestic fight in Frame Park. From that time frame, from when squads were responding to there to the time that I had shots fired, that is what I mean by a few minutes. So you have to take into account the time for squads responding to that call.
I don't know police protocol, so just asking.
What was the point of that? Just asking is not a valid reason for asking a question. It doesn't matter what you say.
Mr. Brooks, please ask your next
Yeah.
question.
I'm getting to it.
No, right, but I have to advise the jury to disregard the comment because it's not testimony.
Yeah, it's just commentary.
And you stated that. Well, let's go to.
Yeah, go ahead. You don't need, do you need that? We're gonna turn it off.
Yeah, you can take that down. Sorry about that.
All right, thank you.
I believe it's Exhibit 57. Can you pull up Exhibit 57? Can we bring it to about...
Yes, Kevin. I'm gonna after the live is over. I'm gonna go record the last part of day 12, and tomorrow we're gonna start day 13.
16 or 17 seconds? Can you bring it back a little bit? One more second if you could. There. Can you pause it there? Would it be fair to say that those are barricades that are laying in the street there?
Correct.
Any idea why they were not standing up?
Yes, I do.
What would be the reason?
It was very windy that day, so when they were standing up how they normally are, they kept on blowing across the street. So we tilted them on their sides so they wouldn't get blown across the road, and they would still stay up there and block traffic.
They would be able to block traffic by laying down,
Yes.
Yes, they serve the same purpose.
but they would be able to block traffic by laying down.
I guess I don't understand what your question is here.
Would it be much more easier to see them if they were facing upright than laying down?
But what's the point of it? Are you saying that you exited through those barricades because they were laying down? Are you saying that if they were standing up, you wouldn't have passed through them? What?
I think the height difference between them laying down and being upright is probably quite minuscule, because as you see, the legs that are now up in the air are approximately the same height as what the bar would be if they were standing up how they normally are.
And you come to that conclusion how?
Based on my training experience after deploying barricades on numerous events and working several parades in my work history.
So you would estimate that a barricade facing upright and the barricade laying down would be the same height?
Yes.
Approximately.
So?
Can you bring it back to 10 seconds?
Hello, B. Blanco. Welcome.
From what we're looking at right now, it's a little hard to see. You can see the vehicle, you can see where you identified you were, but it's a little bit hard to see everything. Would that be fair to say? Because of the person with the black coat and the gray hoodie and Nike black pants is directly in the middle of the screen?
Yeah, so?
That'd be fair to say it's a little hard to see from this.
Where it is paused now, yes.
Yes, that's what I meant, where it's paused now.
Yes.
It looks like this would be you right here. Would that be fair to say?
That is correct.
Right. Merry Christmas, everyone.
It looks like you're firing your weapon right there. Would that be fair to say?
I do not know if I have pulled the trigger yet or not. I don't believe I have.
You were ready to fire at that point.
That's correct.
Do you recall what you were aiming for?
Yes, I do.
Can you state for the record and for the jury?
You, Daryl Brooks.
Again, you make reference to the you and the name. How did you come to that? Seeing as how you just testified to that you couldn't see anything before what you called the Wisconsin house. Would that be fair to say that you testified to that?
That's correct.
And you also stated that you learned additional information later on. Would that be fair to say?
That's correct.
So how could you determine at this time right now where we're looking?
I hate that argument. He's always saying that. He's like, at this time. At this time. It doesn't matter. He didn't say that he at that time knew you. He didn't. He said that after he knew about who you were.
Looking at that you knew the suspect's name and the driver. Because you keep referring to you and then you saying the name. How did you have that information at this point that's paused right here that we're looking at?
I didn't say at that time I knew your name.
You referred to the name. Did you not?
Yes.
That is correct.
So how were you able to obtain the information about a name?
I did not know your name at the time I shot at you.
There you go.
Who's the you were referring to?
Daryl Brooks.
Again, you said a name that you haven't answered how you came to that information. Were you told this?
Yes.
By whom?
I do not know who told me. Ultimately, I just know that throughout the course of the investigation, your name, you were arrested within 30 or 40 minutes, and you were identified as Daryl Brooks, who was the suspect in this incident.
So you either had to hear that name from either a report that you heard or someone told you. How did you come to the conclusion of the name?
Maybe he watched the video of you getting arrested and saying, "My name is Darrell Brooks." Maybe. Hello, XQ. I always see you in the comments, but I don't know how to say your name. How would you like me to say your name? Hello, Greg Snyder. Thank you. Thank you for watching.
I'm assuming someone at the police department told me your name.
And you don't recall who that was?
No.
Even though you can cite the name so clearly and identify it and keep stressing it and stressing it, and you don't recall how you learned the information of the name?
That is correct.
So is it fair to say that you're just using the name based off what you're told
Yes.
and not what you were aware of?
What?
What are you asking me?
Is it fair to say that you're identifying this name based off of what you told and not what you knew?
I'm saying the name based on the fact that you are now, you were arrested for this incident. You were identified during this incident. And because of that investigation, that is how we know your name.
There you go.
Would it be fair to say, and obviously you said you've been in law enforcement for 7.5 years, correct?
Correct.
I'm sure you've done a lot of investigations in that 7.5 years. Is that fair to say?
Correct.
So you do understand that during a police investigation, any suspect is innocent until proven guilty. Would that be fair to say?
That's correct.
That's correct. And you know how someone is proven guilty? By video. We have video of you doing this. That's how you prove that you're guilty, my guy.
And so with that knowledge, why are you so eminent about
Eminent.
the name of the suspect that you just testified to not being aware of at the time? That you testified to, in fact, being told?
What?
Sorry, I'm confused by your question. Say it
Yes,
again.
we all are.
I think it was clear, but I'll say it again.
Thank you.
That also, too, that irritates me a lot. It's like, I'm telling you that I don't understand what you're saying. And he's like, it's clear though, answer it. No, if I don't get it, I'm not gonna answer it.
Well, I'll say it this way. You testified to not being aware of the suspect's name at the time.
Right?
Correct.
You also testified to being told of the name, correct?
Right?
Correct. I don't know how I came about your name. I would assume it was through the investigation at the police department.
And were you, in fact, part of that investigation?
No, I was not.
So it would be fair to say that by you using a name, you would not be short. How can you be short?
I'll object.
Grounds.
Argumentative.
It's been asked, it's been answered, it's argumentative, the objection is sustained. Please ask your next question.
You see what Judge Doro did there? She was so waiting for Zach or someone to object once. He was so tired of him just asking the same question over and over and over. And when Zach finally did it, she was like, "Come on, we've been going for this for 20 minutes. Move on."
When asked about what you were aiming at when you fired, you didn't give a definitive answer. You were aiming for the driver?
I felt like I gave a pretty definitive answer. My answer was you,
You
Daryl
were aiming
Brooks.
for the driver.
Yes,
You.
it's pretty definitive. I identified the person I was shooting at.
What part of the driver's body could you see
Here we go with this.
when the vehicle passed you?
When the vehicle was approaching me, I could see the silhouette of his face and upper portion of his body.
Can you describe what you mean by silhouette?
He doesn't know what a silhouette is. Uh,
The upper portion of a person's body, I would say, from maybe chest, shoulders, and head and face.
You said silhouette though. What is a silhouette?
The outer
Please explain and define what a silhouette means.
portions of what would be like your shoulder down, your arms to your chest. The silhouette would be the outer portion of it.
That would be the upper half, not the silhouette. What do you mean?
He's saying like what you're saying, it doesn't match my definition, so it must be wrong.
Silhouette.
The objection is sustained. It's Mr. Brooks is not asking a question. It was argumentative. The jury can certainly decide what that means, but he's answered the question.
Would it be fair to say that that would be equivalent to a profile?
What do you mean by a profile?
A profile would be sort of like a side angle view.
That's what he said, a silhouette of your body.
Would it be fair to say that a silhouette would be more of an outline that would be kind of similar to a profile?
I don't know exactly what you're asking here, but I can tell you when the vehicle was driving towards me, I could see your face, and then as the vehicle drove to my right, yes, then I saw the side of your face, and so then, yes, as a vehicle passes you, you see different portions of the driver, I guess you could say.
And so you aim towards what you can see?
Correct.
So that would be the upper part, as you say, you said the shoulder. You made I think it was your left hand pointing to your right shoulder, shoulder and up.
Did you see this? I'm gonna come back to this. This is not where your shoulder is, my guy. Do you see this difference? This is your arm. This is your shoulder. They're in different places, Mr. Brooks.
Shoulder and up. Silhouette, as you say.
That is what I could see when you were driving at me. You asked me what I could see of you, and that is what I could see of you in the vehicle when you were approaching me.
The question now, though, is that what you aim for?
I was aiming at you, yes.
At what you can see?
I was aiming at you in the driver's seat, yes.
Shoulder, as you pointed to, and up, correct? Would that be fair to say?
Yes.
He's just like whatever.
Firing
yes.
a weapon of your caliber, would any of those shots be kill shots?
Yes.
Sure.
Would it be fair to say that firing a kill shot at anyone would terrify him?
But now Now you're scared, Brooks? Someone shot you and now you're scared after running a whole parade over? What?
I'm sure being shot at is terrifying. Yes, it is.
So it'd be fair to say you were shooting to kill.
No.
No.
So would it be fair to say that, judging based on what you see that you testified to, a silhouette from about here that you pointed to, from the shoulder, using your left hand, you pointed at your right shoulder from here.
Again, that's not your shoulder, that's your arm. If I were to say where's my shoulder is, I would say here. See? Here, shoulder up. He's going this to his arm and going up. I hate that.
And you just acknowledged that any one of those 3 shots could have been kill shots. Would it be fair to say that you were aiming to kill?
No.
Shooting to kill, rather. Not aiming to kill, but shooting to kill.
No.
So, in your estimate, would it...
Share? I was born in Tijuana, Mexico, and I live here all my life.
You think you would have hit if you just testified to saying that you aimed at the driver? What were you estimating to hit?
Well, my intention was to shoot you in the upper portion of the body. However, my intention was not to kill you. My intention was to stop the threat that you were posing to everyone in the downtown area at the Christmas parade.
Keep referring to the you again. Well, that's not a question, so. By your estimation, acknowledging that those were kill shots, if you connected with any of those shots, is it possible the driver could have been killed?
Yes.
Yeah. So?
And would it be fair to say that that's deadly force?
Yes.
Do you think...
And just to clarify, the only reason why he missed was because when he was aiming to Brooks, he waited because behind him there were a lot of people. That's the only reason why he missed, because he didn't want to hit anyone else behind him, so he had to wait. And by the time Brooks was over here, it was harder to shoot him. But it wasn't because he missed. He was just trying to, hey, originally from Mexico, Piedras Negras. Hey, I was just in Saltillo like 3 weeks ago. Saludos.
It would have been possible to aim at the tire of the vehicle?
No.
Why not? Would shooting the tire of the vehicle not stop the vehicle?
No, it would not have.
No, again, he thinks that this is a video game. He thinks this is GTA. That if you shoot a tire, the car just explodes. That's not how it works. I've seen police chases go for hours after the tire blows up.
To your estimation, a blown tire would not stop a vehicle from moving?
No, it will not.
No.
So it'll just keep on. It won't even slow down?
That is correct. I'm trained to stop the threat. You were the threat. The vehicle was not. The vehicle was the weapon in which you used. So that is why I shot at you.
There's the you again. Pretty clever. Could you have? Well, you testified that you're trying to stop the threat, and so would it be fair to say that that training constitutes shooting kill shots?
Well, we are trained in deadly force, and when we are presented with a deadly force incident, yes, we have to sometimes make that difficult decision and use deadly force.
Have you ever used deadly force before that incident?
Objection.
Grounds.
Sustained.
Hey,
said
thank you,
you're
Golden
trained
Mini.
to use deadly force.
It's a good sweatshirt.
So would it be fair to say that anytime you shoot your weapon, it would be deadly force?
When it is directed at a person, yes.
Merry Christmas,
Were you
Didi.
injured in any way during the incident?
No, I was not.
And at the time, being where you were positioned at, you've already testified that you could not see what was going on during the parade route from your position. So why did you feel the need at the time, not knowing the full extent of what was happening, to use deadly force?
Because as I previously stated,
Hey, thank you, Sheer. I always feel self-conscious about my accent, but at this point, I'm like, it's just gonna happen. I will have to go to a teacher or a tutor or something like that to get rid of it, and I think that makes me a little bit more unique. You know, I know that a lot of people don't like it, and that's fine. They're entitled. They can not like it, but I guess just knowing that people can understand what I say it's enough for me.
based on the fact that the radio traffic for people screaming for ambulances, and as different officers were getting on the radio, and it was progressively moving further and further westbound towards me on the parade route, that, and then officers saying someone was hit, which I initially thought was a physical altercation, someone being hit, but it was a vehicle versus person hit. Based on that, the vehicle speed at which, yes, I could not see it down Main Street. I only had a couple seconds at most until the vehicle from where I saw it was to my location. So based on the amount of vehicle damage, I knew the vehicle had been striking pedestrians in the roadway, and because of that,
Thank you, guys.
that's a deadly force incident. So that is why I deployed deadly force.
So you said you knew what the vehicle had. You knew. You said it multiple times. You knew.
Yes.
How could you know if you could not see around the position that you were positioned in?
Context, my guy. Context.
Because based on the speed of a vehicle on a closed roadway during a parade, and people running out of the way so they did not get run over right in front of me, between all of those things, I knew what had just happened, and that is why I had to take action.
Hey, thank
And
you,
you knew
everybody.
based on the radio report.
I appreciate it.
I would say everything that I had just previously described, all of that encompassing, yes, that led up to my decision making into, yes, now I knew what had happened. I did not know previous to that what was going on. I did not know there was a vehicle on the roadway until I saw it. And it all made sense when I put everything together.
When you saw it, by the time you saw it, as you said, it was a couple of seconds. So at that point, did you observe the vehicle strike anyone from the time that you saw it?
No, I did not. I was focused on the vehicle, so I just remember that there were a ton of little kids and adults on the sidewalks. I knew there were a lot of children right in the roadway right there. And I remember seeing people like running, but I wasn't really paying attention to the people. I was just focused on the vehicle. So that was really all I was focused on at that point.
You weren't paying attention to any other people.
That was not my primary focus.
But you do recall that no one was struck from the time you saw the vehicle.
Yes, after looking back, after videos later on throughout the investigation.
No. From what you saw, from which you observed with your own eyes.
He observed the videos with his own eyes. What do you mean?
No, I can't recall
Hello,
ever seeing someone hit right in front of me. No, I do not recall that.
Does the exhibit videos that you saw here today, does anyone get struck in those videos that you saw today?
No, not that I saw today.
And you still made the decision to shoot to kill?
Yes.
That's correct. Actually, correction, I shot to stop the threat. If ultimately you would have been killed from that, that is a possible outcome.
I love that. He's just saying basically, well, if you got hit by that, that's life, no? It's c'est la vie.
But you did testify that they were kill shots, did you not?
Objection. Argumentative.
Sustained. It's also been asked and answered in multiple ways at
Do
this
you
point.
recall what your shots hit? If anything?
If anything.
Yeah.
I like that sneaky shot. Like, if anything. What is that? He shot you. He hit the car 3 times, by the way. So
Later on, throughout the investigation, when I gave
No, at
my...
the time. Not later on, at the time where you fired the shots.
Mr. Brooks, you asked a question. He was attempting to answer it, so you have to
I
let.
was trying to give him clarification on what I meant.
But you have to let him answer the question that you asked, and if you feel the need for follow-up, then you can do that, or ask a very specific question. But I'm allowing him to answer. He was interrupted. Go ahead.
I believe it was 3 days after the incident. That is when I gave my voluntary statement to Detective Kirby and Detective Casey, and upon completion of that statement, I asked them if they could share any information with me, and during that conversation I was shown a picture of the vehicle and where my round struck the vehicle.
hello,
You
Barb Murray.
stated you asked them for
Welcome.
any additional information that they could give you.
Correct.
So it would be fair to say at that time you still didn't have a lot of information. Would it be fair to say that?
That is correct. I didn't know where my rounds had struck previous to that.
Merry Christmas.
Did you ask them in the statement that you just testified to, saying you asked them if they can provide you with any more information? Did you at any time specifically ask about the shots that you fired when you requested if they could give you any more information?
I do not remember the specifics of what questions I asked in pertaining to what information they could share with me. I think it was sort of a generalization of what can.
As a teacher of English as foreign language, I'll give you an A for range of vocab and grammar as well as... Hey, thank you. As an A is like a 9, right? Like I think 9. We do in Mexico. We do 1 to 10. So I guess an A will be a 9 and an A plus will be a 10. I think. But thank you. I'll take that.
Can you share with me at this point?
So would it be fair to say at that point that there's a possibility that you did not know the name of the suspect, nor did you know if you had shot the suspect at that time?
At that time, I knew I had not shot the suspect because the night of the incident, when he was taken into custody,
than that. Better than 9. I'll take that.
It was relayed to me that he was uninjured and he had not been struck by any of my rounds that were fired.
You do recall just testifying to requesting more information from the detectives when you had the conversation with them. Is that correct?
That is correct.
And you said that you
thank
don't
you for
recall
the
asking them
$2,
about
Barb Murray. I appreciate
if your
it.
bullet struck someone.
My favorite witness, second dancing granny. Yeah, the granny
That
is great.
correct?
She's awful. She's
That is correct.
She's so
So,
lovable. She's the
day I met.
She's the opposite of Darrell Brooks. Like you just see her and hear her talk, and you're in love with her. And instead, when Darrell Brooks talks and you see him, you wanna. I'm not gonna say it. I'm never gonna be that guy on any video, but you guys know what you feel when you see Darrell Brooks.
Met with Detective Kirby and Detective Casey. That was, I believe, 2 or 3 days after the incident. Mr. Brooks was taken into custody the night of. So when I was still at the police department, I knew that he had not been struck. So I think we're dealing with the questions I asked of the detectives, that was not the same night of the incident.
I'm sure you asked, you didn't say it, but you said you don't recall the information that you requested. Would that be fair to say?
No, I don't recall specifically what questions I asked I don't know specifically what questions I asked of them a year ago. I know it was a generalized, what information can you share with me at this point, because I didn't know what was going on in the investigation or what leads they had, or essentially what had happened after my involvement, I guess.
So it would be fair to say there was a lot of information that you still was unsure about at that point. Would that be fair to say?
That's correct.
So if there was information that you're acknowledging that you had no knowledge of, which would be essentially the reason why you would ask if they can volunteer more information to you, then how would there be any way of knowing if you struck the subject?
They go from the extreme dance team to the dancing grannies. That's a fun ride. I love seeing that.
Suspect.
Objection.
Grounds.
Sustained. It's a compound, confusing question. Please rephrase. And I also think it mischaracterizes the testimony.
Hold on 1 second. I'll be back.
And you said you made a statement during your testimony that you had learned that the suspect was not injured. Do you recall who you learned that information from?
I believe when I was back at the police department after the incident, so after using deadly force, you're ultimately removed from the scene. When I was at the police department, I was with a support officer and another detective, and at that point, I was still answering questions for investigating officers for what I saw, what I knew, what I saw in the vehicle, and I believe Detective Stern was at our substation.
All right, have a safe drive, Blanco. I can say that I hate him. Yeah. Welcome to go. You're having a rose. Is he clever? Yeah, he's not clever. He's mock duck. Nice. Ah, yeah, yeah. The sweater has a Mickey with a Santa hat on it. Here's times dinner. Bryce loves him. Yeah, we all love him. Okay, it's 11 a.m. for me right now. I think we're gonna watch another maybe 10 minutes of this, and then I have to get some breakfast. I'm hungry now. So, what you guys had for breakfast? I need ideas. I don't know what to eat right now. I have nothing in the house, so I have to go and get groceries
taking him into custody,
because
and I was shown
I'm out of everything
at that point, and I know I had asked if he sustained any injuries or if anyone else had sustained any injuries from my use of force, and at that point I was not told that anyone had been struck by my gunfire.
So you just said you asked if the suspect or if anyone else was struck by the gunfire.
That's correct.
So you weren't sure at that point? You weren't sure?
I was not certain at that point. I can't describe it any more than it was just pure chaos. And at that point I did not know if anyone else was injured from my rounds, or up until I was confirmed that you were not injured.
No, Rory stays home. I don't travel. All of my trips are work trips, so I cannot take her with me.
At that point, no, I did not know if anyone was hurt until I was.
Egg wrap with cheese, salsa, and sour cream. That sounds great. I want to have that.
Told that.
So would it be fair to say that, and as you just stated, you were unsure if the suspect or anyone else was injured. Would it be fair to say that there was a possibility because you did not know for certain?
Objection.
Grounds.
Sustain.
Grounds for the sustain, Your Honor.
Asked and answered.
You cannot ask for grounds for the sustain. The grounds for the sustain is what Zach just said. Those are the grounds.
Next question.
After the vehicle passed you, did you observe it strike anyone?
No.
I did not observe it strike anyone after it passed me.
Are we done? Is it fair to say, Goldie? Anything else, Mr. Brooks?
So it'd be fair to say if you don't remember it, then it's a possibility that you didn't get the license plate number.
We are with the license plates.
I would say that if Detective Casey is telling me that I told him on scene during a traumatic incident that I provided him the license plate of the vehicle, I'd have to believe that Detective Casey is correct. There's many things that you do not remember during a traumatic incident.
What do you want me to box that? I don't. What do you want me to send it?
And I believe that's because your brain prevents you from remembering everything.
So you would describe it as a traumatic incident, but you do recall using deadly force and recalling what you was aiming for, but not the license plates or anything else like that.
That is correct.
Would it be fair to say that because you describe it as a traumatic event, that there was a lot of things that you probably don't recall about the incident?
I would agree with that. I would think that there's a lot of things when I started going up West Main Street and started seeing the absolute destruction. I know there's things that I did and saw that I don't really remember, and I don't really want to remember.
Yeah.
Well, one of those
There's a lot of stuff that I don't want to remember. Oh, sorry.
possibly be the suspect that you keep naming?
No.
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 And how did you come to the knowledge of the make and model of the vehicle when on the exhibit that was shown, you only had interaction with it for a few seconds? How were you able to make out the make and the model of the vehicle?
Because that vehicle model has been out for quite some time, and I'm halfway decent with vehicles, and I readily recognize that it was a Ford Escape.
So you've seen many Ford Escapes?
Yeah, no. Chris Watts was really different because he actually did something after to avoid getting caught. Like, and I don't know, it's really different because Darrell Brooks got upset and did something really bad. Really, really bad. But Chris Watts, I think he planned that. I don't know. I cannot know. But I think he actually planned to do that.
Yes.
And you said the model has been out for some time, so what do you mean by that? Do you mean
It's
was an older
2022
model?
now, and that Ford model was approximately 2008-ish to maybe a 2011, 2010-ish. So, yeah, they've been out for over a decade.
And how did you come to that knowledge of the estimate of the years that the model could have been? Would you agree that that's pretty difficult to know just off the bat?
No.
Would that be fair to say?
No.
So it would be pretty easy to tell the make and model and year of a vehicle just by looking at it.
Depends on the vehicle.
That is correct.
So it'd be fair to say if someone had a vehicle right here in front of you, you'd be able to tell just by looking at it for a couple of seconds the make, the model, and the year.
Yeah.
Depending on what vehicle it is, yeah, quite likely. I'm decent with vehicles.
What do you mean by decent?
I can recognize many vehicles that are manufactured. Part of being a police officer is dealing with vehicles. We run a lot of vehicle registration plates. So when you match the registration to a vehicle on a response, you become very well accustomed to the many different vehicles that are manufactured.
Yeah.
Did you at any time see the registration of the vehicle that passed you?
Like I stated previous, I debriefed with Detective Casey during the incident, and he stated that I gave him a registration number, a registration plate for it. I do not recall giving him that registration plate, but Detective Casey informed me that I provided him a correct license plate for that vehicle.
Would it be fair to say that a registration kit would it be fair to say that automatically links to the make and model and year of the car? Would it be fair to say that? That if you ran, or if we're judging by the license plates, if you were conducting a stop, and to do that you will have to run the license plates, would it be fair to say that
How did I learn English? Well, it was a couple of things. The first one is that I live next to the US. So in school, in middle school and high school, I took classes. So it was like 3 hours a week of English. But my family, half of my family, lives in the US, or lived at one point in the US. So I was really exposed to a lot of music and movies. And before, in the 90s, there were not a lot of video games that were in Spanish. And I like video games. I really love playing video games. So, like, by playing those, you need to know what the words kind of say. So yeah, immersion had a lot to do with it. But yeah, it was just me listening to music, watching movies, reading books. Never really like a formal training other than school.
all that information would come up in your computer when you run the license plate? That'd be fair to say?
You had a lot of questions right there. So
Okay, let me back up then. So
Thank you.
if you were conducting a traffic stop
okay,
and you pulled up the license plates of the vehicle that you were stopping,
okay.
would the information registered to that vehicle show in your computer?
If the license plate is actually accurate and current to that actual vehicle, yes.
Just so we're clear, the information would come up though.
That is correct. It should, as long as the system is working.
And did you have a system or any equipment that could have assisted you in learning the make and the model and year of the vehicle
No.
at the time of the incident?
Hello, Cecilia. Hey, Tina.
No,
thank
I
you
was
for
on foot.
thank you for giving a membership, and congratulations to XQ to getting that memberships. Thank you so much. Yeah, I'm right next to San Diego. It's like half an hour from my house.
With no other equipment.
So is it fair to say that you did not know that information until later when you were told by Detective Casey or another detective?
No, because like I previously stated, I can recognize vehicles pretty well, and I knew it was a Ford Escape, and I knew the approximate year of it.
You did testify that, and you can also see from the exhibit video that the front end of the vehicle was damaged. Would that be fair to say?
That is correct.
And you can still make out the make and model and year of the vehicle with extensive damage.
Hey, Barb, thank you for becoming a member. That I appreciate that a lot. I think when we get to 8 members, I can put them on top of the channel. So, thank you for that. I think we're at 7 right now.
That is correct.
Could you see the emblem of the vehicle at that point?
I don't recall if I saw an emblem or not. I know the body style of the vehicle, and I knew it was a Ford Escape.
Would it be fair to say that many SUVs have the same type of body build?
Yes.
I'm sure some vehicles do look similar.
So that would it be fair to say that there's a possibility that you could not make out the make and model and year of the vehicle, especially with it being extensively damaged to the front?
No, I was confident that it was a Ford Escape.
Did you notice any tints on that vehicle?
The front windshield that I looked through, I know was not tinted, or it was not tinted enough to not make me recognize you.
Did you see any tints on the side of the vehicle?
Not that I recall. And if they were, they weren't that dark.
You don't recall, though, for sure, if there were any tints to any windows of the vehicle you saw?
Well, all windows are tinted to some extent. It just depends on to what percentage of tint that they come with. So I'm sure there is tint on the windows because vehicles come from the factory with some level of window tint. So I guess to your question, was there any window tint? I'm sure there was, but not to a degree that would prevent me from seeing who was driving it.
Explain what you mean by tint percent.
There are different kind of memberships, Hamilton. They all count towards supporting the channel, but there's a coffee membership and there's a YouTube membership. If you ask me, coffee is better, but YouTube it also helps. So I appreciate all of them.
Percentage.
So there's different varying degrees of tint that you can put on vehicles.
Can you elaborate for the
Thank
jury?
you, Nancy, for becoming a part of the jury.
Rounds.
Welcome.
I'll overrule the objection. Mr. Brooks, please ask your question again.
You stated that all cars come from the manufacturer with some level of tint, but you made a reference to percentage.
Correct.
Can you elaborate on percentage? What would constitute a darker tint versus a lighter tint?
Well, you've asked 2 questions now, so which one do you want him to answer first?
The last one, I'm sorry.
So you're asking about lighter
About the tint
versus
percentage.
darker.
About the tint percentage.
So like a 50% tint would be a lighter tint than like a 35% tint.
So the lower the percentage, the darker the tint.
That is correct.
Okay. You stated that you're pretty decent with making out make and model and years of vehicles based on your line of work. Would that be fair to say?
That is correct.
Hey, thank you, Tequila.
Would you know?
I try to make videos as consistent as I can. There's sometimes life gets on the way, but I try to make it as consistent and as daily as I can do it. Like I said, sometimes I try to make 2 videos. But yeah, goodbye, Nancy. Have a great day. Thank you for stopping by.
The make and model of the vehicle that you saw that day, would you know if those model vehicles come from the manufacturer with any tint?
To be honest with you, I don't work for Ford, so I don't know if they come with tint, but I would assume, as most vehicles, when they come from the factory, they come with some sort of tint. I believe usually the front is approximately 50% tint, and the rears are usually, I think, 25 or 30 or something like that.
So from your knowledge, the backer windows are usually coming from the manufacturer, maybe a little bit darker than the front.
Why are we doing this? Why are we giving him a class about window tinting? Who cares? By the way, Hamilton is a moderator now, so you gotta be careful with what you say. You guys are great. I don't have any need for me to moderate the chat, but yeah.
Right. No further questions.
Very briefly.
All right, we're done.
So the barricades that we saw at the intersection where you were posted, those have been blown over by the wind?
Yes, so when I deployed the barricades initially, standing upright, they kept on blowing directly, like right off the street. So I tipped them down on their sides so they wouldn't, I guess, catch as much wind and they wouldn't blow all over the place.
Did those barricades appear to slow down the SUV as it drove through them?
Objection, speculation.
Overruled, he may answer, given all of the cross.
No, it did not slow the vehicle down at all.
You discharged your firearm 3 times toward the vehicle?
That is correct.
Did all 3 rounds strike the vehicle?
Yes, they did.
Can we please put up for the jury exhibit number 3, which has previously been published?
Go ahead.
We're going to start at the 2-minute and 59-second mark if we can, and while we're working on that, can we please clear the screen now? Thank you.
What exhibit is that?
3. We're at the 2:58-second mark on this exhibit number 3. Do you see a vehicle on the screen?
Yes, I do.
Does that appear to be the same color of vehicle you saw drive through the intersection where you were posted?
Yes.
Let's play from this second, please.
Yeah, there he goes.
Pause. We paused at 3:02. Does that appear to be the same make and model as the SUV you saw driving through your intersection?
Objection.
Overruled.
It's clearly
Yes, it
tinted.
does.
Is there a difference between this vehicle
What
and
do you mean it's clearly tinted? That doesn't matter. That is not the question.
the vehicle you saw at your intersection?
The difference in the vehicle is that there's no damage on this one.
Okay, let's play again from this point.
There he is. Little guy. Pushing woman around.
Pause. Paused at 3 minutes and 47 seconds. Did you see a person wearing a gray hooded sweatshirt in that clip?
Yes, I did.
Was the appearance of that person and their clothing consistent with the person you saw driving the SUV through your intersection?
Objection, speculation, 2 different incidents.
Overruled, the witness may answer.
Yes.
Can we please put up for everybody exhibit number 120, which has previously been received and published?
Go ahead.
Okay. You see the photograph on the screen in front of you?
Yes, I do.
Does that appear to be a vehicle consistent with the one you saw driving through your intersection?
Yes.
And the person seated in the driver's seat, does that look like the same person you saw driving that red SUV?
Yes.
Can we put up for everybody, please, exhibit number 9?
All of
Go
it
ahead.
destroying what Darrell Brooks tried to present.
You see the photograph on the screen in front of you?
Yes.
Does that appear to be the same vehicle that you saw driving through the intersection of Wisconsin and Maine?
Objection, hearsay.
This
Overruled.
is the picture. I remember him during one witness showing this, asking for this picture to be shown again. Like, all right, we're gonna go CSI on this, and please enhance the frame. Zoom. Who is that guy? Why would you ask for this picture to be shown again? You can see the driver. It's incredible.
The witness may answer.
Yes.
Does that appear to be the same driver of that same vehicle?
Objection here.
Hey, thank you, David.
Overruled.
I'm heading
The
off.
witness may answer.
Yes.
I'm just waiting for the video
Please
to be
put up
over,
for
and
everybody exhibit
I'm also
number
heading off.
169, which
I have
was
to get some
previously been
breakfast.
Go ahead.
Objection relevancy.
Overruled.
See the photograph on the screen in front of you?
Yes.
Does that appear to be the same vehicle that you saw drive through the intersection of Wisconsin and Maine?
Yes.
Does that appear to be the same driver?
Yes.
What's going on with that front passenger window?
Looks like
Objection leading.
Overruled. The witness may answer.
it looks like it's rolled down.
So if someone had, before this incident, painted that window black, covered it in a black paper bag, and taped it up with duct tape, and then rolled the window down, would that have prevented you from seeing through the front passenger window?
Objection speculation.
No.
What do you mean
Overruled. The
speculation?
witness may answer.
Who was the person depicted in exhibits number 120, number 9, and number 169?
Daryl Brooks.
Thank you.
Oh.
Objection, I do not consent to being called that name.
Darrell Brooks.
Your objection is noted, however, the jury is
You already-
advised to disregard as it's not testimony. It's a comment. All right. Thank you, sir.
All right, we did it. Before I go, I'm gonna leave the Discord link here. So if you guys want to, I hang out on Discord a lot. So if you guys want to keep in touch, hang out with a small community, but we are nice folks over there. But yeah, that's gonna be it for me for today. Look forward to another video this afternoon and more tomorrow. And if I get more days off, I'll do more lives. It's really awesome to be here with you guys and hang out with the community. I appreciate you guys watching. I appreciate it, guys. Have a Merry Christmas, and I'll see you guys on the next video. Have a great day. Bye-bye.